Hey everybody, this is Megan. This is my first makeup tutorial for YouTube after many requests from you guys to do so. This is a Rihanna inspired look from her Rockstar music video, which came out a couple months ago. It's super dramatic, not very wearable for daytime, but still fun nonetheless. So keep watching if you would like to see how we put this face on. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a black gel eyeliner. This happens to be Physicians Formula. It comes in this cute little pot system, black, green, and purple, I believe, at the bottom. But we're just going to use the black right now. We'll be taking a flat, this is Smashbox number 4. And we're just going to get our product and we're going to start laying down some color on our eyes. Get as close to the lash line as possible. This doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be blending it out anyways, and you want to cover your whole lid as much as possible because you want it to be darker around your lash line and fade out towards your brow bone. And go under the eye as well. Trick with gel eyeliner is it likes to set very fast, so I only do one eye at a time, because if I was going to do both eyes, by the time I'm done blending this eye out, this one is not going to be blendable because it'll be already set. I'm going to take a domed brush. You're going to go in and you're just going to start doing little twirly motions to start blending out the edges. We're going to be putting eyeshadow to set this. You always want to put a powder over a cream base so it doesn't move anywhere. Otherwise it'll start to crease once your eyelids start getting oily. Same thing on this eye. We're going to start laying the black color down close to the lash line as possible. I find it easier to do surprised eyebrows because it makes the plane of your eye a little bit more taut and easier to blend for me personally. A black powdered eyeshadow, Smashbox Envy. We're going to be using this to set the cream that we have on our eyes already. And be sure to close up your little container with the gel eyeliner because the stuff dries out really fast. And you don't want it to dry out a couple weeks after you get it. I'm going to be going in with another flat brush to pack on the black color. We're not going to be doing so much blending with this brush, but just putting the color on, and then we'll blend it later with a fluffy brush. Start pressing the color on, not blending, pressing. It's just like a patting motion. Obviously you're not like gouging your eye in, but just pat the product over. And you can already tell that's kind of making it a little bit darker because it's picking up on that cream and setting it. So see the difference between this eye and this eye because we have product underneath it for the powder to stick to. Alright, we're going to do the other eye. Once again, patting motion. I'm going to go back in with a fluffy blending brush and just blend out those corners a little bit better because this is when it starts mattering what your blending looks like. I'm doing just a windshield wiper motion back and forth with a little bit of product on my brush, the black eyeshadow. I'm just making sure my blending is pretty much the same on both eyes. Don't forget to get under your eye. Now, if you wanted to, you could stop the tutorial right now and just go with a black kind of emo, smoky eye, put on some mascara, and you're good to go. But we're going to take this one step further, and we're going to start adding hatch marks with liquid eyeliner. What I like to do is, I don't like to use this grody brush that they have on it. I don't know if you can tell. Just, no. So, I use this tiny little eyeliner brush. How it's nice and long and tapered, you can get like a good straight line because the brush is long. Since I'm doing this on myself, I'm just going to use my hand as a palette. I'm just going to take the product out and I'm going to put some on my hand. Since this is waterproof, it's going to dry really fast, so you kind of have to work fast. Take your little brush, load it up with the product. Since I'm going to be doing like a fishnet hatch mark, I find it easier to start at the peak of my eyebrow because I know that that's going to be a straight line on my face if I go down. Tilting my head back so I get a nice straight plane and you're not messing with like the eye fold or anything. I'm going to rest my hand on my cheek so I have some stability, starting at the peak of my eyebrow. Just make a straight line down. Practice makes perfect. If you F it up the first time, it's okay. It's kind of a gothy, messy makeup. Work with it. So, just kind of refine that line, which kind of looks like crap, but whatever. And then I'm going to do the other part, which is going to be at the top, my eye fold, from like the corner of my eyebrow, or my nose, to about the end of my eyebrow. So we're going to make the cross part, just to give guidelines for your other lines. You're pretty much letting the brush do all the work. Since the bristles are so long, you just set it down and pull. It'll do most of the work for you. So when people are like, oh, how'd you get your line so straight? It's because I'm using a good brush, or a good brush. So we're going to just keep filling in those lines horizontally and vertically. Notice I'm starting my lines pretty much the same place all the way around the perimeter below my eyebrow, just to kind of keep it somewhat uniform. I mean, you can do like crazy picket fence, one's up here, one's down there, depending on what you want to do. I just find this looks better on me. So we got all of our vertical lines, and now we're going to do our horizontal lines. And I'm going to do the same thing, keeping my lines starting pretty much the same perimeter around my eye. So set your brush down and let it do all the work. I don't really like how far apart the squares or the lines are. If you'd like it that way, totally leave it. So, but I'm going to take the spaces and I'm going to cut them in half with another line because I like when they're smaller together, they get to kind of look like fishnet. When you're working with liquid eyeliner on your eyes, you want to make sure not to look up because you'll smear whatever you're doing on your lid. Keep your eyes down as much as possible. But if you need to look up, tilt your head back. You spent so much time doing your liquid eyeliner and it's perfect, and then you sneeze or you look up or for some whatever reason and you mess it all up. I went in and I cut all the lines in half, space-wise, and I think I like the way that looks much better. I mean, they're not perfect. They kind of have this like wonky, not perfectly straight look to them, but I kind of like that. It looks like a Tim Burton movie or something. Okay, so my eyelid's dry. I'm going to start underneath my eye with the lines, continuing that same pattern. That longest line that I started at the peak of my eyebrow, I'm going to bring it below my eye as well. This tallest peak and this is on the same line. So we want to keep everything we did at the top pretty much the same as the bottom. Just not as extreme because obviously you don't have as much space. I like to stop my lines right pretty much where the colored part of my iris is, so because the closer you get dark in towards your nose, the more it closes your eye off. So I pretty much stop right here because I don't want any more product to close my eye out because it's dark enough already. Now I'm going to go in with the horizontal lines this way. I'm only going to do a couple, and the key with the first line is you want to keep it really straight right here at your tear duct area, going this way. It'll kind of give you that false lower lash line look. Ta-da! Letting my brush do all the work, I just dragged it across. Put another one there. I don't know, kind of make it that looks nice. You don't want this look to be perfectly perfect. It's supposed to look messy and kind of grungy, Tim Burton, gothic, whatever. It's not exactly a wearable look. This is more for like going out to a party or going to a club. But hell, if you're the goth kid in high school like I was, I'd probably wear this to school too. So do what you want, what you feel comfortable with. So I'm gonna start on I'm gonna do my other eye, and then I'm gonna come back and show you how to finish off with the eyebrows and the blush and lips and fake eyelashes. Alright, I'm back. I did the other eye. Stiff eyebrow brush and eyeshadow that matches my hair, and start filling in my eyebrows. Alright, as for blush, so I'm going to take a brownish peachish blush, which is, this is a Joe Blasco clean sweep brush. Get some product, tap it off. I don't want to get too crazy, but just add a little bit of color there. There we go. Okay, we're gonna start on eyelashes. Now, since this look is so dark around the eyes, you could get away with just putting on a couple coats of mascara and calling it a day. My tools for fake eyelashes is Duo and tweezers, and fake eyelashes, obviously. There. Alright, now to finish off the mouth. My lip brush, and start filling in my mouth. So, you see how when I pucker my mouth, you can still see some pink in there? Big mistake people make when they put on dark lipstick. They don't get it all up in their mouth. So, you gotta remember to get all up in your mouth. This is like a color stay lipstick. You don't have to worry about it getting on your teeth after it sets up. So that's pretty much the whole look for today. Let me know what you think. If you want me to do any more looks that you guys have already seen me do in photographs, be sure to let me know. I just get a lot of feedback on this look whenever I wear it, so I thought I would do it first. And it's kind of easy. I think this is like a good introduction to a little bit more of a dramatic makeup if you guys want to try it out. It doesn't take that much crazy makeup artist skill to get an effective look when you're doing this, because the messier you do it, the cooler it looks sometimes. Thank you for watching. My hair is falling down, and I will be trying to put more makeup tutorials up soon, and have a good afternoon. Ciao.